Hi everyone! Today I'd like to show you how to make this very simple thank you card that could be also used for Thanksgiving. So here we go. I'm going to start with the base of the card already, and I'm going to fold it in a way where it opens vertically. I already have all my items cut out and ready for the card, and I'll have all the dimensions ready for you on the information below. In the information below, excuse me. So I'm going to take a nice light blue color from Studio G and just distress my white cardstock for the front of the card. And I'm only going to do half of it because the other half I'm going to use this mossy color from Colorbox Mixed Media, and it's pigment ink. So it's going to take a while for it to dry, so be careful when you're handling it if you are going to use this color. You could of course use any color. Anyways, I'm going on and on. So here we go. I colored the second half of the card and gives the look of the sky and the grass effect. Next, I'm going to cut out the ovals to make the pumpkin. And the ovals don't have to be, a perfect shape. After all, in nature, pumpkins don't have a perfect shape. So just freehand draw a nice oval and then duplicate it 2 more times. And you'll have 3 orange ovals for the pumpkin. And I am not sure where I saw this idea. I'm sorry, I can't give credit to the person that I saw this doing, and but it's not my original idea, but I thought it was so simple and nice I wanted to do it myself. And then I'm going to take a kind of a dark maroon color ink and just ink the edges of the pumpkin to give those creases of the pumpkin more of a look. For them to pop out more. Next, I'm going to take any stamp that has like leaves or anything swirly on it. Doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but this one being my favorite, I decided to use it. And I'm going to take a lighter orange color and stamp it right on to give more of a dimension to the pumpkin. And then I'm going to take the same mossy color I used for the grass and stamp that on too. Of course, you could use any color. You could use brown, even you could try dark maroon like burgundy. Anyways, so the pumpkin is ready. Next, I'm going to align the pumpkin, the 3 pieces for the pumpkin, and see how long I need this banner to be. I'm going to mark the spots and just cut it to size. And the banner is about 1 inch wide, and the length depends on how long you want it to be on the card. I'm using the angle of another cardstock to make a perfect angle for the cut of the banner, because if I do this freehand I would just mess it up over and over. Next, I'm going to ink the edges with the same maroon color that I used for the pumpkin, and to make it pop out more. And I picked maroon because I just wanted to give a different color again, and still be more fall themed. Next, I'm going to use one of the clear stamps from Inkadinkado, and this is one of my favorite fonts for thanks. And I'm going to stamp it right in the middle there. And our banner is ready. Next, I'm going to put some adhesive onto the... Sorry, I froze there. I'm going to put adhesive onto the back of the front of the card and just align it and stick it right there. And flip it over, just, push it down more to make sure they're stuck there. The reason why I flip it over is because I don't want to smudge the ink. Next, I'm going to put some adhesive onto the banner too and stick it right down there, like more on the horizontal line. And then it's time to decide however you want to construct the pumpkin. Pick whichever one of the ovals you like best and put that as the center, because that's going to show more than the other 2, which are going to be behind the one that's in the center. And stick them on one by one. And I like to leave some room onto the side of the second oval there, which I'm showing. So I kind of overlap the two, which makes it look more realistic. And then I put the third one right on top there, stuck it down, and we're almost ready with the pumpkin. Before I move on to finishing the pumpkin, I'm going to put some, again, the same mossy green ink onto the edges of the white cardstock for the inside, and I'm going to stick it down there inside as well. So that's ready, and I'm doing this before finishing the pumpkin because there's gonna be some dimension to the finishing touches for the pumpkin. This stamp, I actually made it myself. I carved it out of linoleum rubber, whatever you want to call it, but it is a custom made. If you guys are interested in it, do let me know. Drop a line at the comments below. But I colored a very bright green. I used a very bright green ink, excuse me, and I just stamped it on right there, and I'm going to cut around it. And for the first card, I actually didn't fill in the white lines, but this one I decided to use some glitter pen and just fill it in. And then I'm going to take kind of a dark brown or a darkish brown, it's not too dark, and ink the edges to make the leaves look more realistic. Now I know the pumpkin leaves don't look like this naturally, but I really wanted to use these. So if you want to go for the natural look, you could always use something like that. And then I'm going to fold them in the middle and kind of curl the leaves to give them more of a 3D look. So I'm going to push them up, curl them down. You see what I'm doing. And it's almost ready. And it is. See? It has more of a 3D effect now. I'm gonna find my favorite spot on the card and then stick it right down. For the first card, I used hot glue because I don't know, I was having some difficulty getting it to stick in there. But for this one, I used regular adhesive and it worked perfectly. For the bow, I'm using like a burgundy color ribbon, and I'll write down the dimensions again. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. And I'm going to make a very simple bow by taking one end and bringing it over from left to right, and then the other one from right to left over there, and made a bow. I know my explanation is not easy to understand, so if you guys want to know how to make this bow, let me know. I could possibly make a tutorial. And then I put some rhinestones on, and your card is ready. Do let me know if you guys have questions. Thanks for watching.